Thank you. Hello. This is going to be fun, fun, fun. Oh. Why am I sweating so much? Because it's hot. It is really hot. I'm making bells. So I'm making ceramic bells. Like these, but ceramic. But they're supposed to look like pumpkins. And I threw these yesterday, and they're really not even. So it's kind of hard to trim them on the wheel. I'm thinking about doing it by hand, like just carving. And the more I think about it, I think that may be the way to go. Which kind of makes my life a little bit easier. So they will they'll look like them, the setup, but they'll sound slightly different. They'll sound like ceramic bells. We'll just have a different sound. I really wanted to just turn this though. Maybe if I can. I'm back and forth on the plan. I've never done this before. Hello, hello, hello. I have an idea. Dick pickles. No, I'm not gonna put one of those glass glazes on it. I'm gonna keep it bare. I like the sound of you know, the bare clay. It's to me it sounds better than the glazed. Lots of interesting people today. It's not a room. I'm in a garage. And it's in the low 90s today. And it's really humid too. I'm from the southern United States, so. I am. Positive thoughts. That was nice. Just start somewhere. Would you say this is therapeutic? Or inflammatory as a hobby? I would say that, like anything, you can be accessible. So depending on what makes your arthritis flare up, you don't have to do a wheel like this. You can do hand building. You can do smaller items. But everybody's different. I do it for therapy personally, like just it calms me. Right now I'm making ceramic bells that look like pumpkin. JM. It's not JM clay, is it? No, it's just JM. Oh, it used oil to stop them from staining? Wow, there's so many things, I can't keep up with all this. Well, there's a lot of nice people. Unknown, you're nice. Thanks. So, someone mentioned doing oil to like keep it from staining. Yeah, you can do something that's called wax resist. What I'm going to do on this is underglaze. So it's kind of like paints, but the glaze will still have its clay texture. Hello, Adam. Oh, does the heat and the humidity? Yeah, well, just as much anywhere else. Not in a negative way. You just have to learn how to work it. So the last place where we used to live a year ago when I first started was also in a garage, but it was climate controlled. And it was insulated. So my clay actually dries at different rates. Well, you know, where it used to be at the old place, it dried at a different rate than what it does now. So you just kind of make adjustments, but not negatively. I mean, people do pottery all over the world. And this is going to be a fun project, and I don't mean that in being facetious. These are very piddly little things that I'm working with. They're very tiny. Where did I learn this? I took a 6-week class at a local pottery studio. They had a beginning intro to wheel class, and that's where I learned. I really enjoyed it, but we ended up moving right after my class, so I couldn't continue. And I finally broke down, just bought my wheel, and kind of self-taught from there. I think we're actually going to bring this down like this. So like I said, these are supposed to be pumpkins. I'm going to try to get some kind of pumpkin shape out of them. So many things. Thank you, Unknown. You're saying that a lot, though. I caught it. And it makes it difficult for me to catch people when people repeat the same things over and over and over again. And I want to be nice to people. But at the same time, I'm trying to do my hobby. It's Phil, yeah, you're the second person to say that. I am sweating. It is hot. It is hot outside. Thank you about the tattoo. My tattoo artist's name is Candace Lane. It's Candace with a K, K-A-N-A-D-E, oh sorry, Adacelayne. You can find her on Instagram. She's amazing. Nope. And just so you guys know too, they're being very flirtatious. I'm married, not interested. And even if I wasn't, wouldn't be interested in meeting people not like this over the internet. Not in that way anyway. All about friends. But it's kind of pumpkin-y. That's kind of pumpkin-y, yeah. I can see that. And I'm not too worried about the bits, because I'm gonna, the different colored clay, because I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm going to use underglaze and cover it. What are you making? Silly shadow milk. I'm making bells, ceramic bells. Actually, I'm probably gonna go from here. There you go. Wow. How many bells you like this? Have you made like this? I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 14. This is the first one I've actually started carving though. I threw them off the hump yesterday, and what that is when you have one big mound of clay and you just make a little something, pinch it off the top, make something, pinch it off the top, so you're not restarting your clay every time. Trying to make sure I have a decent hole to get a rope through this. Yeah, I haven't made anything like that yet. Costs. I've mainly made plant pots. Made a statue. Made a couple mugs, some double-walled bowls. Miscellaneous stuff. What is this weight? All this weight is from this. That needs to be there. Alright. I'm gonna say one down. Yeah, I'm outside, so what? Outside. And yeah, it is hot. Yeah. It's like 90 degrees, super humid. What did you get on uneven? Ah, I see what happened. My little chuck is not as dry as it should be. Hello. I am. Everyone's very fascinated with how sweaty I am today. It's interesting. It'd make you all feel more comfortable if I turned on the fan. I don't think it'd make me less sweaty. So. All right, bell number 2. Forgot to even check what I need to do. Really just take a little bit off that. Okay. Okay. This is not gonna be fun. Is it pumpkin shaped? Not really, is it? It needs to be a little bit flatter there. Well, hey Rudy, I'm from Georgia as well. Hello, Lucian. We're just gonna pull that, and then we'll do the stem. Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna texture the stem. Anybody ever see a UFO? It's on my bucket list to see a UFO. They call them UAPs now. I'm making ceramic bells that look like pumpkins. The Pottery studio where I fire my things is participating in a fall event, and they said, hey, anybody want to make some pumpkin stuff? So I thought, you know, maybe I'll make some pumpkin bells. And I planned everything out as far as the throwing. Super, drew it all out, very excited. Did not think about this part. This part is kind of a pain. Seriously, not a single freaking UFO story? What about ghost story? Maybe I got any ghost stories? Weird stuff. What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you? Looks like a pumpkin-ish, right? Yes, I am married. Happily married. Super, super, super happy. How many do I have to make? Well, I've got as many as I have here, and I planned on doing a lot. I was actually originally thinking like a couple dozen, at least 20, but now I'm like, this may be it. I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to make something like really dramatic, but I forgot how long it takes. Yeah, I'm not using a fan because I don't want to dry the clay. Absolutely. Miss May? Yeah, that's why. I had the fan on yesterday when I was throwing, but these little bells are, these little bells are drying out like super quick. So I've already had to spray them to kind of keep them where they're at, so. Thank you for the pottery related question and comment. Do I have any local legends where I'm from? Yeah, actually. I actually got this book, Weird Georgia. There's all sorts of weird things. There was a UFO flap in the 1970s. I think it was like 1973. Yeah, 1973. August. It was like August 31st, 1973. That's when it was. And a fleet of UFOs was, it was lights. It was lights in the sky. Traveled quickly from Macon or somewhere north of Macon and through here. That's where I'm at. And they reported on by the news and stuff like that. That's one. I'm originally from near Gulf Breeze, Florida, and they have tons of UFO stuff out there. I look like Brad Pitt, okay. I do not sell my stuff. This is just a hobby for me. This is what I do to relax. I stream because I record everything, because I often throw away what I'm making. I recycle it rather than fire it. And recording myself is kind of like a way I keep track of what I'm doing. Because I am a terrible, terrible note taker. Yeah, actually, Miss May, I'm thinking about getting one of those cooling cloths, because we're not even to the hot months yet. You know those like things that people like stick in a freezer and then they put around their neck? I think I'm even gonna leave like little textures like this on there, because pumpkins have little globs and stuff, you know? I have been doing this for, I need to remember stuff straight. I've not been doing a good job of that lately. September will make 2 years. Ooh, Jamesies, that's a good idea. Double as a headband, the cooling cloths. Sounds smart. Oh, yeah, Lotus, this thing is so crazy, like lopsided. It's yeah. Okay, cool. These are so wonky. I threw these off the hump. It's the first time I'd ever done it. Oh, there's a little spider in there. Hey, little guy. All right, here. You can stay in there, but I gotta do this part. So, these are so wonky. There is no centering them. There isn't. I think this is it. I haven't figured out the hand gesture yet to make the shape I want. Miss May, yeah, I loved pottery in high school. Uh, I loved it, loved it, loved it. And so I always knew I wanted, it's like if I get an opportunity, I'll do it. But I didn't think you'd never get an opportunity. And then I learned there's pottery studios that let you come in and use their stuff. And that's how I got back into it. So if you loved it in high school, I highly, recommend going out and doing it now. It's very relaxing. I could make not a single thing, and as long as I got to touch clay, it's going to be a good day. I think I need this other one. massive noodle. Yeah, it's kind of true. Be all sad and then do some pottery and then I'm not sad. I decided to cut that bits off, like the little globby bits. I'm gonna go in with the slip trail, like a little bulb, and put little dots later. That's what I decided. Oh, and I was gonna show you guys the plan since you're here and asking questions. It's my little pumpkin bells plan. So I was thinking, you know, be crazy and be all wonky with the bells because pumpkins are crazy and wonky. They come all different sizes. And then these are the two different ways I'm thinking of hanging it. One, like in little bells like this, you know, with the one long chain with things hanging off, or like the one I have behind me that is more structured. These sprayed again. Getting too dry. Ugh. They all have like this thick little bit right here. You like the vine one, Dick Pickles? Yeah, I kind of like the look, the aesthetics of the vine one better, but I think the other one's going to sound better. So I'm kind of torn there. Holland says hello. I very briefly lived in the Netherlands. My family lived in Amsterdam for like a year when I was a kid. Can't be too aggressive. Torn like an old sweater. I'm quoting Weezer. Or referencing Weezer. Hold this thread as I walk away. You too, Miss May. You have an awesome day. I hope you get back into pottery. No, I'm not the one that lives off the grid. I'm sure there's more than one woman. No, I don't. I'm not on TikTok. And proof that I'm not off the grid. You can hear the construction next door. This is my wonky bell. That needs to come out though. There is just a chunk. I'm making bells. I'm making bells that look like pumpkins. And I should have a chalk that isn't mushy like this, but I didn't wait long enough. Dylan, I do not sell my products online. This is just a hobby for me. I just do it for fun. If I start selling them, then I start thinking about when I want to make something, I have to think about what's going to sell, and I don't want to think about what's going to sell. I want to think about what I want to make. Good enough. Special master. Yep. Yep. Makes you wonder, you know, like, I don't know. Miss May, no, I don't have any, like, I'm not doing this to, I do this to get a recording of what I make. The easiest and quickest way to do that and not have to have a bunch of storage is to live stream it. If it ever gets to the point where the comments are just too much, I just turn it off. To have a moderator, that's like asking someone to do free labor, and there's absolutely, I'm not taking any money from this in any way, so. Clay Millennium Falcon. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff, man. So if I sold my pottery, I'd have to sit there and think, okay, what if, you know, how long is this going to take me to make it? And then I got to charge to make it worth the time. And I don't want to think like that. I just want to make what I want to make. Not everything has to be a job. But there is an added benefit of, like, if you're really into it and do a lot of potteries, you know, it's nice to have things paid for, but I just don't make as much stuff. So it's not crazy. I fire only like 1 or 2 things a month. Dylan, I'm in Georgia. I'm in the middle Georgia, south of Atlanta. I'm a streamer. Be good out there. Be careful. Be safe. Ignore the mean people. Pottery is all about patience and letting go. I think I'm caught up. Wait. There we go. Fadi, I said your name. There you go. This would be a really good time to have like custom tools. I need like something just a little bit more narrow. Oh, why did it remind me? I have this other tool. Yeah, not 11 months of summer, but it's hot. It's a hot summer, that's for sure. Not bring another tool? Yeah. Someone back there said human. Oh no, man, this is hard to keep up with. very specific tool. I know I brought it over here. That's not it. I don't know what the hell to do with it. Pumpkin. You didn't see anything? I can hardly even see anything. Look, I did like it's a little trunk. Stem. Pumpkin stem. JD, that's cool. Paint, draw, and sculpt. I also do pixel art. If anyone's into gaming, I make games for the Game Boy Advance. In fact, we're running a sale right now on our games. We make both digital and physical copies. And you can learn about the games I make. Pulp.biz. That's our website. This is a nice bell. In fact, this doesn't even need much taken off at all. What is the most difficult thing I have ever made? I made a statue for my mom, and it was a play on Russian dolls, and it was a bunch of stuff I'd never done before. So I made this globe, and then I carved out holes in it, trying to make it look like rain. And then that had a lid that would come off, and then inside that was a silhouette of a woman, and she had a face. But that was a third piece, so if you could take the woman apart, then there was a piece that had like the woman's face, because that part shone through. And that took me like 2 months to figure out. So, but I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. That's cool, JD. Patrick Swayze visits me every freaking stream that I have chat on. But you know what? I don't mind, because my mom loves Patrick Swayze. As he is very lovable, or was. I would say is, still is. He's still, you know, movies. What's my favorite food? That's an excellent question. Man, I love pizza. I love pizza. I love eating pizza. I love making pizza. What is your favorite food? I agree, JD. I didn't really know until I started putting my videos out there, and then I started talking to some other potters, and I love watching them. And just about anybody to make their art. Pizza and hot wings. A small one. And honestly, this one barely even needs anything off. The studio where I get my stuff fired, it's owned by a couple. The husband is a glass blower and the woman is a ceramicist. So, yeah, it's fun to watch them. You have to check him out, Kevin Hill. All those little bits are coming off like that because the clay's too wet. I'm having a hard time finding the in-between. Yeah, I do stretch. If I did this every day, I'd probably have a standing wheel. I just need something like in between. I need a triangle. I need a sharp triangle is what I need. I don't have one. This is the closest I have. Roberto! I am making clay bells that look like pumpkins. Pumpkin bells. Pumpkin bells? pumpkin bells. It's a little pumpkin. Oh, pillow void. One of the first things you learn in ceramics is just don't get attached to stuff. I have broken things in the dumbest ways. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, the cicadas, man. You should have heard them last year. Last year we had a 13-year brood. They were so loud. We didn't actually live in this house yet. We moved in right at the end when they were here. Anyway, so we came by to see the house, and it was just like being blasted in the face because we have a bunch of woods across from us, and they were flying everywhere. And anyway, we looked at the house, and we got back in the car, and we were going to drive back to where we live. And we got about, I don't know, 10 minutes down the road, and a cicada flies out of my husband's shorts. We had to pull over on the interstate, let it out. Good, how are you? What's up? Forewarned, I got a lively chat today. I'm making pumpkin bells. Have you made any bells? Cicada in the shorts, yes. It was pretty funny. They were funny little guys. The cicadas last year, they had like red eyes. They looked different. They were smaller. It's a little pumpkin. It's not my best pumpkin. I got better pumpkins. This is a little bit better pumpkin. Oh, passerby, I got all excited, said my own name. Passerby! So, I've made bells before. I made like big bells, bigger size bells, so I like it. So this is the plan. So anyway, just to remind me that pumpkins are wonky and they can be any shape. So I have two different ways that I think I may want to hang them up. One is like this on a single string and just kind of have them being like a jingle bells. I don't really even know the different types. Or have them strung up like individual on little platforms like this one behind me. So, and from when I did them before, the last time I did bells, I realized that it works out a lot better if you have a string for the clapper to attach to that just passes through than rather trying to thread something underneath. So, oh, thanks for the compliment on the drawings. So that makes it a little bit easier. But one thing I did learn is that you have to you can't attach something. So the other ones I made, I had a string that ran through and then I had the clapper, and then that string kept on and attached to the next bell. Well, it resulted in this bell not having a very good jingle because the clapper didn't move around as much. So well, thank you. I'm excited about it. We'll see. These aren't really thrown that well. This was my first time throwing off the hump. So definitely need some practice doing that. Yeah, wind chimes. Bells, wind chimes. And these are like the most wonky things ever. What's this gonna look like on the inside? It's not too bad. So they may be more of like clangers than ringers. Sam, no, I do not sell my things. But the Goods does, and the Goods is another awesome potter you can follow who streams. What am I using as the clapper? I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm thinking about. For my other ones, I used some like limestone and beach treasures that I have, so like kind of like rocks. And I like those sound. I don't know if I like the sound of clay against clay. So, but I'm kind of thinking about doing a mixture of both clay and wood to see what the different sounds are, because I actually have, what I'm using for this project is like some leftover clay that I have. I have like 2 pounds, between 2 and 3 pounds of 4 different types of clay. And it's not enough to really do anything with. And so I figured, why not throw it off the hump and, you know, make these bells, and then I can see how these different bells sound in the different clays. So it may make sense to have like different types of clappers too. So I have a bunch of different sounds coming out. Pumpkin. Bye, Jeremy. Oh, Pillowboard, no, he would not. He would be very puzzled if I gave him an Iron Man sculpture. Maybe a Mega Man. He'd be down for a Mega Man sculpture. I kind of like to burnish these because I also burnished my other bells. In my brain, burnishing would make them sound better. He does not watch animes, no. Mega Man is a old video game. Okay. Well, I'll just over explaining. I don't really know people's, you know, I don't want to see usernames, so. I can't assess people's pages. I did not wait long enough for this one. These were drying out really quick. And then I sprayed them, and now they're a little too wet. But they're so little. Oh, good. I didn't panic for a minute. I thought I left stuff out in the rain to dry. I'm getting a little faster. What kind of movies do I like? I'm a big sci-fi fan. There's also books that I prefer, sci-fi. Give me a good old end of the world apocalypse dystopian any day. I do not like sad movies. Nothing makes me angrier than having to cry at a movie. Oh, why'd you have to ask me that? What was the last movie I watched? We have a book to write all the movies down. I can tell you a few that I watched recently. I don't remember what the last one was. Poor Things was one. It was a movie. It was quirky, artsy film with Emma Stone. A little too artsy for me, but I do love her. Heretic was one. Horror film with Hugh Grant. 28 years later, yes. 100%. I went and bought the DVD of 28 Days Later because I wanted to watch it. And you couldn't at the time. And I knew that they were doing a remake, so I was like, I'm going to watch it. So I'm prepared. And then they re-release it. I'm like, thanks, guys. Now I own this stupid DVD. So... but I'm super ready for that. This one's good. I'm not doing anything with this, just the stem. Three down, 3 left. That needs to go. Yeah, I'm going to... I didn't want to add too much decoration to them because I was afraid that it would impact the sound of the bell. I am going to break out a slip trailer and maybe make a couple of dots on them. Where a lot of the decoration is going to come through is going to be the painting. So I don't want them to be just a solid color, so I'm going to try to make them look like pumpkins, like paint them properly, but I haven't really tried that. That'll be another new skill that I'll be doing. So, yeah, that's also kind of why I have them all like wonky, because I was like, pumpkins are all different, not too uniform. And then also I'd be free from having to make something uniform. foundations as, look, that one's got like a, you know, a little divot in it. There's more than what you guys see, and there's gonna be, I'm gonna go back over them and texturize this bit too. So it'll be like not super round, it'll look maybe almost, I don't know, I haven't decided that part yet. Ooh, I may have to stop. That was intense. Yes, it's raining. That was over. Yeah, I'm in a garage. I'm not like out in it. I unplugged my wheel. My garage hasn't started filling up with water yet. Yeah, just thunderstorms. Damn. Oh yeah? A lot of good things come out of Georgia. I love this weather as well. I'm from Florida originally, and I love a good thunderstorm. But yeah, I'm used to it blowing over like really quickly, so I don't like run. But now I'm like, oh, maybe I should start shutting down because things will sit over you a lot more here. my last one. So I'm gonna do this last one and then call it. Ugh. See. I do not sell my art. Nope. Not Knoxville, no. Ready for me. Pumpkin bells. I'm making pumpkin bells. Thank you, William. Is it a fruit or a vegetable? It's a gourd, right? Little pumpkin. Little one from Mexico. Oh, nice. For those. Just go back in the box. chilies are fruits? Oh, Pastor By, I don't know if you missed it. I had a crazy lightning thingy going on a minute ago. Crazy, crazy. All right. Oh, little spider. Why are you always in the way? Come on. This is my beast of a bird bath. I think I'm just gonna stink. It's actually flat to there. Measuring it to see it hasn't finished on. From the southern United States, in the state of Georgia. Ooh, I needed a control for this. Yeah. One pot meals are the way to go for avoid. Yeah, I know. To avoid, do you put it in a pot or do you put it in an Instapot? Goods! Yes, it's rain. It is a deluge of rain, and it was a crazy lightning storm earlier. And the garage I work on is attached, so I have to go through the rain to get back inside. In a pot. Beans in a pot. I think this works. I am making a bird bath. There's a little rough edges right now. I need to fix it. Why can't I ever find the things that I need? Did I bury it? Hello, Void. I am a tea person. I'm a big fan of tea. But I've been known to have a cup of coffee recently. Oh yeah, what is that? I can get out of there. What kind of tea are we making? Close later, make it smooth. It sounds like you know what you're doing. Yeah. I'm a big fan of honeybush. Honeybush tea. I bet. It's like a hibiscus, but not so tart. I had a little divot when I took this off and find a patch. This bird bath is for my husband. I promised him he would not have to wait 6 months to get a bird bath, and I would do it in one take. Not the perfect bird bath, just a bird bath. So that is what I'm trying to do. What I'm doing isn't exactly the best. Have you ever watched Harry Potter? No, I haven't, and I've never read any of the books either. I think it was just kind of like a gap. Which is strange, because I usually into that. And I was saving them. I wanted to read them with my nephew. So I thought that would be a reason to go back, and then he just like blasted through them. So I know. Rumpelstiltskin something, yes. Lord of the Rings. I've definitely read and seen the Lord of the Rings. Yes, I've seen The Godfather. All three. I stopped with the new Star Wars. I saw the one with Jar Jar Binks, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm just gonna stick with originals. So I haven't seen any of the others. Start with this one. Yeah, I've seen The Princess Bride. I need to rewatch The Princess Bride. I'm so glad they have not redone that. They better never redo it. Some things just need to be left alone. You know what I mean? Something F-pop. It's an F, not an R. It's not like Robocop. I like this game. I like the game. This is like, I got this one bit here that's, oof. Oh, Fight Club. I thought it was, excuse me, I can't see very well. I thought it was 2 asterisks after the C, not 3. Fight Club, yes. Seen it and read it. Chuck Palahniuk used to be one of my favorite authors. I can't read, I can't do this stuff anymore. It got rough. But Fight Club, classic. Yes, fully aware. You killed my father. Yes, yes, we know, we know. Not right now. There's so many good one-liners in that movie. And I probably can't remember them right now until I see them, and then I'll be like, oh, that's right. Inconceivable, that's it. Inconceivable. Memory is a funny thing. I need a different tool. Indubitous. What's the other one he did? He would do indubitous. Hi Juan, no, this is not my job. This is my hobby. I look hot. Yeah, I'm sweaty. I'm sorry. I'm sweaty. Get sweaty. I'm doing a hot, dirty job. I have. I watched the whole thing. Excellent. Have you watched The Wire? It's not on too tight. Then I took some off the bottom. I want to make it so the bottom is not sitting directly on the ground. Or I want to be able to get some airflow in here. But I also want the water to be a little bit deeper for the birdies, because it's not very deep right now. What are we at? Yeah, it's like barely an inch, so I need to trim a lot of this away. I have not played the Resident Evils except for the ones that were in the arcade in the mall, but I have watched all of the movies. I think I have. There's a crap ton. I think there may be one out there that I haven't. We were trying to figure that out recently. In my opinion, I think it was 3 was the best. Was 3 the one when they're in the desert? Oh, no, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's one that took out. I think I've seen like the first 3, and then again, there's like 8,000. So. Oh, that's cool. Is that your hobby, making music boxes? That sounds like a cool one. I do not make the clay myself. I buy the clay. Yeah, I'm on the fence if I've seen the last chapter or not. Apocalypse was my favorite. Extinction was the one where they turned her old boyfriend into like the big beast guy. Then they had the 3D one. The 3D one threw me off. It's easy to have patience when you like something. I enjoy this. So, like, what I'm doing right now, like, when someone's impatient because they're waiting for something to happen and they want that thing to happen now, well, I'm sitting at the wheel. The thing's already happened. I don't really care if I make anything or not. And then, how tall is this thing? Is this a quarter? whole thing is just over 2 centimeters. Damn, the whole thing's like an inch. This is gonna be kind of sad bird bath for the birdies. Ugh. I'll off the pool again. Here it is. No, I mainly just listen to the birds. I listen to the birds. I listen to thunderstorms. Stopping the wheel when I'm so close to it. "100% Hello Void." Very nicely worded. But no, the birds will not need the bird bath today. I thought this stew turned out good. Oh, nice. Nice, Brian Taylor. My father's wife is from Indonesia. She's from Sumatra. I am not. I am in the southern United States. I'm just doing all sorts of things. Lifting my hands up all willy-nilly. I'm gonna move some more gear. I'm gonna move some gear down. It's gonna be a very pathetic bird bath. Oh, Captain, oh, Captain. Not overboard. This is, well, this is the side that birds will bathe in. I wanted it to be a slope, like an easy slope, but it shrank a lot more than I expected. So I lost a lot of depth. So now I'm just like carving it out. Robin Williams. Robin Williams. Oh, Hook? Or like Good Morning Vietnam. Oh, Dead Poet Society. Captain Captain. When they were reciting a poem? Birds? Yeah. So far today, I've been told I look like. No, wait. Yesterday was Leonardo DiCaprio's sister. That cracked me up. Getting close, y'all. Getting close. Talking about Old Guard. Yeah, old guard. I like Charlize Theron. She was great in what was it? Not Mad Max, that's not what they called it. It was so good though. And I was disappointed in the second one, the follow-up. Man, I wish they would have just done Furiosa when they could have still used Charlize Theron. I mean, I like that Anna chick and stuff, but what's her name? Anna Joy. But I felt like I don't know, it didn't feel as big and grand as the Fury Road did. Slipshot. Scraping the clay away is called trimming. And yeah, man, it's my favorite part. One of these days I'm gonna make something and just trim through it on purpose. I trim through stuff all the time, but because I get so into it. I mean, it's satisfying. I'm not gonna lie, man, it's super satisfying. Getting there. Getting there. Yeah, I read that was her, wait, who felt underutilized? Yeah, some people use some types of clay as masks. Cowaway clay or something. Cowaway clay, that's what it is. This edge here. The Ring. Dude, that movie traumatized me. Alright. I'm in my garage. Chico. Alright, I'm done. I think I may trim this one some more later. I think I did enough for now. I've trimmed it down to the point where it's kind of at light bits. Oof. I would like to kind of clean up this edge. Ah! This was bad. Just do it like this, not be lazy. Well, that's cool. Japanese, eh? I find it interesting how different languages have different structures. Oh, a little edge there. I need to cut that off. Maybe I'll just give them a hole. Like the language that my father's wife speaks, it doesn't have tenses. So for example, like if she says, I'm going to the store, she's like, instead of saying, I went to the store, they say, I go to the store today, or I go to the store yesterday, or I go to the store tomorrow. Like, it's the same tense. And I always wonder, like, how does that change a person's, I don't know, the way that you think? Because language does change the way a person thinks. Anyway, this thing is crap, but we're just gonna hope for the best. So I will wrap this up well. Maybe I'll trim it some more later. Maybe this will be it. I want it to be sturdy because, you know, it is gonna sit outside. I don't want to blow away. Okay, so it was nice meeting everyone. Nice chats and all that kind of good stuff. Pillow Boy, nice to meet you. Slipshot, yeah, I almost did. Yeah, same. Alright, cool beans. I'm gonna take my sweaty self somewhere else now. Everyone have a good day. Boop. Boop.